Before you think anything, yes, that is a wet cat. That's my cat, Lightbeam, and she just jumped into the pool. I have no clue what brought her into there. I think she might have seen a leaf and just like jumped in or fallen into it. I have no clue because I wasn't there, but I brought her straight into the shower. I've given her a little wash and now she's just chilling out together with me and us. All right, so the question that I wanted to ask you right now is, how many times do you think that I have tried to record this conversation? Now, that is a trick question because actually I have recorded it once. One take, and that brings me to the title of this video. Okay, one take. Now here's the thing, as a high performer with perfectionism, which is whom I'm working with for the most part in the business Bloom Beyond, where we help high performers create a life and business of freedom from perfectionism with the power of the subconscious mind. With these high performers, oftentimes what I see is that they tend to self-audit themselves a lot. Also, in their business, let's say you're creating videos, let's say you're expressing something, let's say you're online, let's say you're taking photos, let's say you're creative. I don't care in what way you're expressing yourself, you self-audit yourself. You give yourself some self-judgment and you might stop yourself, repeat yourself over and over again to get a certain result, to get a certain outcome that you have in your mind. Yeah? And so what does this do? What does it do when you're not doing one take, but you're doing 10 takes? You're doing 20 takes, you're doing 30 takes before you actually launch it, before you show it, before you go for it. See? Can you think of how much time you spend or have spent in the past re-recording something, re-spelling something, redoing something over and over and over again before you actually give it out into the world? I know that this is a thing because I've been there and done that. I can promise you that. In the past, I actually had a subconscious, automatic, habitual pattern of whenever I was gonna like record a story on my phone or bring up my phone and record a video or something or put a camera in front of me, I would always press the button play, right? Or on my phone play. And I would probably do 5-10 takes before I actually got into the flow of it, before I actually, began to relax. And I recognize this, that, oh, I seem to have a strategy here. Oh, I recognize this pattern where I don't just do one take, I do 5, 10, 20, 30. I don't know how many. I just spent so much time on it. You have no clue. And at one point, I realized this is not a good idea to continue with. Something has to change here, right? So I made a commitment with myself, and I want to offer this kind of invitation or commitment to you too. You get to commit with yourself to do one take when you are to create anything whatsoever. One take only. And if you don't do that one take, then that's your shot. That was your shot, right? So one take. What this does is that it kind of allows you to make mistakes, to say something that maybe doesn't resonate, to misspell something, to come off in a way that you didn't imagine in your mind, in your head, right? And just go with it and just be human, And so this is a big shift for me. I'm just like, I'm doing one take only. And it allows me to just speak more powerfully from my power center, right? From my gut here, and just speak it out loud. Whatever comes, comes. And in addition to doing one take, this also does something else. It also makes it so that you don't have to edit so much, right? After. Let's say you're making videos. Let's say that you're publishing content. Let's say that you're doing whatever, yeah? And what happens is that you then don't have to go through and cut out all these pieces. So instead of like going and taking this thing that I've recorded, I just like put it in. I maybe cut the front and the end, right? I don't even, seriously, I would have been totally fine with not doing that too. I wouldn't mind, right? But I'm doing that, okay? But most people, what they do is they go and they edit in between their words. So there's no breath, because we have been conditioned to believe, especially YouTubers or, you know, people on social media, to believe that we shouldn't like take up too much time, basically, or we shouldn't have a video be with a lot of gaps in between. You see what I mean? Between the words. And it's so funny because I came across this like software that you could use on your editing software, where basically the spaces, the gaps between the words are cut out automatically. How insane is that? How far have we gone with how perfect the end result or material is meant to be? Is it really necessary? Or do you want to choose to have a value of authenticity, of being human, of being yourself, and letting yourself speak freely, and letting those people out there that might resonate with that resonate with you? And the thing here too is that when you choose that for yourself, you will automatically dispel those that do not resonate with you, and you will call in those that resonate with you even closer. See? The power of breathing, the power of silence has been totally forgotten these days. Silence is absolute key. Your tone of voice is absolute key. When you're online, in real life, like I don't care when. So I just wanted to create this little video right here and just chat about that. Like, commit yourself to doing one take, whatever it is. One take. And the thing here too is that you can actually bring this into your personal life too. So instead of preparing and over planning and overthinking, let's say a tough conversation with a loved one, you just go for it. You say, I'm doing one freaking take here, one take in a way, one conversation. And I'm just gonna be totally transparent and honest with what it is that I'm feeling, with what it is that I need, with what it is that I'm requiring for it. And then you go for it, you do it. And it's through the doing of it that you discover that authenticity and just being raw and real is what people value the most. That's what people value the most, okay? So you see now how you can actually use this principle of one take in all sorts of areas. And just imagine right now how much more of your time you claim back instead of wasting it over and over and over and over again on all of these different takes. Imagine how many of these kind of files on your computer you could just like, that won't exist anymore. Or on your phone, which won't exist anymore, because you just do one take and that's it. You've got the picture, you've got the kind of video, you've got the conversation done, and that's it. Very simple. We've kind of made a lot of things complicated these days. But I think that to bloom beyond perfectionism is about bringing it back to basics, back to the core, back to what's simple. And from there onwards, you can express yourself more in a raw way, in a real way, and just be bright, brave, and balanced, right? To just like be you. So one take, that's the message for this video. this resonates with you and you want more of these kinds of chats, then definitely subscribe to this channel where we talk about everything regarding perfectionism, the subconscious mind, life and business, freedom, and everything in between. And also, I have a Bloom Beyond tribe of sunflowers and bloomers who are committed to that journey of overcoming perfectionism, because trust me when I say that there is quite a bit of kind of limiting beliefs and subconscious stuff that is deep down in your mind that is blocking you from making that step of going from 30 takes to 1 take. Because obviously you can use your rational mind to be like, oh, I am just going to do 1 take, but then when you're actually going to do it, it's like, oh, I just can't do it, right? Or you just fall back into the old pattern again. So it helps to, first and foremost, have accountability in a group. And it also helps to resolve the underlying core issue and the root of it, why you're showing up like this in the first place, because there is a root to it. And then begin to rewire your subconscious through basically feeding your mind with different words and images repeatedly with emotion, conviction, and repetition to begin to show up differently too and do 1 take instead of 30. You know what I mean? So you're more than welcome to apply. It's a 256 members limit, and we do monthly cohorts in there. There is a waiting time, so definitely send through that application. We'll have a look at it and see if we resonate, if we're, gonna be good as far as like working together. It's free, that month that you come in, and then you also get the opportunity to explore our paid programs as well if you'd like to stay longer and actually truly resolve the identity of being a perfectionist, completely shifting that to being a high performer that is no longer stuck in perfectionism, that is a sunflower and a bloomer and is magnetic. Yes? Yes, 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 yes. All right, until next time, stay bright, brave, and balanced.